Hey, Jaden. I thought I'd message you to make sure you're okay. I'm really sorry about my father. He can be a bit much sometimes.
Hi, Chloe. There's no need for you to apologize, sweet lady. How he acted doesn't matter too much. I'm sure Robert was just acting that way out of concern for you since you're his daughter. He's probably feeling a bit off that we'll be getting married soon. I'm not overthinking too much about it, to be honest. I'm not gonna let him get to me too much.
Wow, Jaden, you're so kind to brush it off like that, but still, I think he went a little bit too far with what he said. I was honestly shocked at his attitude towards you as well. He was so cruel and just plain rude to you. It's not good enough. I know that he's my father and everything, but I've been doubting his humanity. It seems like he's got no empathy or kindness for anyone, really. I told him so many times that you weren't a high school dropout. I don't know how many times I have to explain it to him to make him understand.
That's what I thought when you were trying to talk to him about it. Oh well, there's not much we can do about it if he chooses not to understand. Getting married to you isn't going to change his attitude about me, so I guess I'll just have to be patient with him and explain things to him slowly. Otherwise, there's not much else I can do to improve the relationship between your father and I.
Even though he's my father, Jaden, over the years, I've started to hate him more and more, especially with the way he treats other people. My mom's also worried about the whole situation with him. She thinks that he's changed a lot over the years as well.
Oh, really? Is your mom having problems with him too? What happened exactly?
I'm sorry, Jaden. I shouldn't bring up really heavy and depressing conversations just before we get married. It's not fair on you or your mental well-being.
Even if it's a tough conversation for you to have, it's okay. We can handle things together. I've already registered our wedding at the courthouse. The wedding ceremony will be held next week as we planned. We're going to be a family, Chloe. You can talk to me about anything on your mind.
Really? Are you sure you don't mind? Then maybe us three can meet up soon and talk about what's going on.
Of course. That's not a problem at all. You can always count on me for support, Chloe. Just wanted to let you know that.
I had absolutely no clue that my daughter's fiancé was some high school dropout. This is unbelievable. You know, actually, I feel bad for not letting out my feelings about this sooner. I suppose it's a bit last minute, but who cares? Were you trying to hide the fact that you were a high school dropout or something? Did you not think I'd ever find out?
Oh, Robert. Hello there. Thank you again for meeting up with us today. And what do you mean hide it? That wasn't my intention at all. I'm usually pretty open and honest about my life, but I also think that you've misunderstood me. I don't know what made you think I was a high school dropout, Robert.
Is it because we're wealthy that you approached my daughter and wanted to date her and eventually get married? You need to be honest now. Admit it. You need to give up marrying Chloe if this is your intention.
Robert, there's definitely a misunderstanding here. Chloe and I are in love with each other. I love her with all my heart, and I've never had any woman like her.
I don't remember allowing you to call me by my first name. Don't call me that. You call me Mr. Harrison.
Oh, right. Yes, sir. Mr. Harrison, sir. Please excuse me for being so rude. I just thought I was allowed to call you that because you introduced yourself as Robert. But I don't think I've got nothing to admit to at this time, though. Nothing's going to change the fact that we're getting married really soon. The wedding ceremony will be held next week. It's come around really fast. I think Chloe would be really happy if you acknowledged that she's found a man she's in love with.
I guess it might be difficult to cancel the ceremony, since this has all progressed so quickly. Even so, I'll never recognize you as being a part of this family. I can't believe my daughter's marrying a lowlife piece of trash like you, who dropped out of school. That Chloe did everything but listen to what I said to her. She's so disobedient. For now, I can't stop this before it happens. So I'll let the plans go ahead, and I hope that you get divorced as soon as your marriage has been finalized. Then I can work at splitting you both up.
Do you think you're going overboard with this, Mr. Harrison? We love each other so much. Even if you don't give us your blessing, you shouldn't wish a divorce upon your own daughter and her husband. It's not right, sir.
There's no reason for you to talk back to me. You'll not be dictating to me what happens with this marriage. It shouldn't even be going ahead. Chloe really needs to wake up and smell the flowers. She's blinded by the rose-tinted glasses that you put on her. Mark my words, I'll rip off that terrible disguise you've been wearing in front of my daughter.
But I've not been wearing any disguise. I'm just trying to be who I am, and I'm being honest to you and your daughter, sir. Anyways, the wedding's coming up very soon, Mr. Harrison. I'm going to be marrying your beautiful daughter soon. If it's possible, I would like to build and maintain a good relationship with you for the future. I want us to get along, sir. For your daughter's sake, at least. Thank you for your understanding. I've got some work to do at the moment, so if you'll excuse me, I'll stop talking now.
Wow, I never thought this day would come, that I see my daughter walk down the aisle. I still don't approve of her marriage to you, though. I already know that it's not going to end well, Jaden.
Well, the marriage has already been finalized, sir. We're officially family now by marriage. Will you just accept the reality that we are?
A high school dropout isn't a suitable match for my daughter. And you know that. Why are you wasting our time and money?
Sir, I know you're just looking down on me like you're all high and mighty, but it's not true. I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself about this.
And do you know that she's my daughter? The daughter of the president to one of the most successful trading companies in the country? I never thought that my daughter would be so blind as to fall for someone who didn't graduate from high school and is just being a big gold digger.
I've also told you this a bunch of times, sir. I'm not marrying Chloe for the money. That's not my intention at all.
Well, if you say so, Jaden. Okay, you're going to do a speech in Chinese for us.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, but what are you talking about, sir? What speech are you referring to?
Actually, I'm not going to force you to do anything. But if you think about it, isn't it the right thing to do as a father-in-law says, since you're the groom? After all, you're the one marrying the president's daughter, the next person who'll take over the company when I retire. Since some of the directors in the company are originally from China, how about you greet them in Chinese? You do know Chinese, right? It's important for everyone in the company to know a few business phrases. And, of course, our company has gone global recently. A lot of our work partners are Chinese, so they do a lot of business talk in their native language. What do you think? Will you do it? Or is it impossible for you, Jaden? If you feel that way, maybe you should get out of this marriage while you still can, huh?
Well, sir, I never said it was impossible, but you kind of sprang this on me, which puts me under a bit of pressure.
Wow, but you're still being open to the idea. Many of my executives and friends are foreigners. They're some of the elite professionals in the business. Since you're not a shy person, I'm sure you'll have no problems with being able to speak to them in Chinese, maybe? It'll probably end up being embarrassing for you. So maybe it's better to not get married now and avoid all the hassle.
Well, I think we've allotted time to have some speeches done during the ceremony. I guess I could squeeze it in somewhere.
Of course, let's give you a chance to say something. For the sake of my friends, I'll ask you to say the final remarks at the end of the ceremony. In Chinese, alright? Wow, since you're only a high school dropout with hardly an education, I'm sure you'll find it impossible to do.
No, sir. I think I'll be perfectly fine in doing this. Please let me greet your executives.
Wow, I can't believe this. You're definitely going to get embarrassed and screw up everything. I just know it.
Okay, if you think so, Mr. Harrison. But I'm sure everything will work out just fine.
The ceremony's about to start shortly, so there's not much time for you to prepare yourself. At least, just panic a little and break out into a sweat, so I can have something to laugh about later.
I don't think I'll get embarrassed, sir, since I don't mind talking in front of a lot of people. I'll do my best with giving my speech.
Okay, if you say so. Just don't embarrass me as well. It really would be a shame to let my daughter marry an incompetent high school dropout.
No, it'll be okay, sir. Please don't panic over this. I've got it all covered. I think you think I'm going to embarrass you. In fact, Mr. Harrison, is it true that you don't understand a word of Chinese at all?
Excuse me? What on earth are you insinuating here, boy?
Well, you're probably going to wonder what I'm going to say in the speech, right? I'm sure you'll be able to understand every single word, sir.
Well, if your Chinese is good, I'm sure I'll be able to understand everything you say. Don't you dare think about provoking me right before you marry my daughter.
I'm sorry that you think that I'm doing that, sir. Please enjoy the wedding ceremony. I know I'm going to. I can't wait to see my future wife at the altar.
Hey, what the heck's going on here? What's the meaning of this charade? How is it that you can speak Chinese of all languages? And you can actually speak it really quickly? How is that possible?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Didn't I tell you that I can speak Chinese? It's actually called Mandarin, by the way. After I graduated from high school, I went to China and, well, you know when you're in the country long enough.
Now hold on just a minute there. What? You're telling me that you can speak this Mandarin fluently?
I spent the last years of my teenage life in China. Don't you think it's natural to learn another language since you're living in their society? You kept going on and on that I was a high school dropout, but Chloe only said that I spent up until high school in the States.
Wait, so you're really not a high school dropout at all? Are you serious, Jaden?
Even though I corrected you so many times, Mr. Harrison, you just didn't want to listen to what I had to say. I couldn't make any detailed corrections either.
So you lived there for a bit, so that's why you're able to speak their language. Wow, I can't believe how petty you're being about this. Why must you act so strangely around me? I've done nothing to make you act this way.
Well, I don't get your attitude towards me. Why are you being like this? Why did you have to doubt my abilities so much when you know nothing about me?
That doesn't matter now. After your speech, the executives left without even talking to me. Don't you think that's a bit odd of them to do that right in the middle of a wedding? I feel like your attitude completely changed after you did your speech in front of everyone.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're wanting to know about? As I thought, of course, you didn't understand what was going on there.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What way that I treat people? What did you say to them?
It means you couldn't understand a word I was saying at all. I know you can speak, let alone understand a word of Mandarin at all. Can you? I should have expected it, though, since you decided to throw a curveball at me right before the ceremony.
How dare you be so rude to me, you little swine! That's not how a boy should talk to his father-in-law. Of course I know how to speak a bit of Chinese. I need it for work. So yes, I know how to communicate in it. But even though you were speaking that fast, I'd hardly understand if you spoke that fast in English as well. It's bad to talk so fast when people are trying to listen.
Oh, really? Is that so, Robert? I'm sorry for speaking so fast that you couldn't understand me. I guess it would be better to lower my speaking to a beginner's level.
Why are you acting like this towards me? You've got no right to talk to me like that. Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
That's not my intention at all, Mr. Harrison. You should know that. By the way, I think all the Mandarin speakers at the venue understood what I said. I think my speech was a pretty good level of speed. You really didn't understand me, did you, Robert?
I don't give a crap anymore about the speed anymore. Just tell me what you said, please. Why did my executives behave like they did?
I just revealed your misdeeds to them in Mandarin, that's all. If you learned the language, you'd know what I said, Robert.
Wait, what? What misdeeds are you talking about? I've not done anything wrong to them, or any other employee for that matter.
Of all the people that were in that room, you know yourself best, right, Robert? Even though you pretended to know Mandarin, you just went about your business. You approved important meetings without understanding the context of those meetings. You actually used that to your advantage so that you could get more money out of them. Did you really think that I wouldn't find out about your dishonesty, Robert?
What on earth are you talking about? How dare you accuse me of such things? How on earth would you have found out about this anyway? I haven't done any of those things that you said. As someone who doesn't work for my company, how did you find out about these rumors?
Well, to be honest with you, Robert, I'm not actually an outsider. Give me some credit for knowing a lot about your company.
What the heck's that supposed to mean? What are you trying to say, Jaden? You're making no sense to me at all.
Maybe it's because you're not listening to me. The vice president, who's my new mother-in-law's brother, hired me to work at the company.
Wait a minute. What? You're seriously not found a job, have you? You're not actually working at my company, are you?
Oh, but yes I do. If I'm married to Chloe, I might take over the company someday in the future. I thought it would be better to start working at the company as soon as I possibly could, so I can get a good feel for it.
Are you kidding me? You actually started working at my company? How did I not hear anything about this? This is absurd.
If I told you that I wanted to work at the company, you'd get annoyed, and it would be a troublesome task anyway. The vice president prepared me for the job and processed my application and resume. It went pretty smooth, actually. Thanks to you, I was able to understand more of your attitude and the actions you take at work. I understand that you're not a good fit for a president's position.
Hey, you can't just turn around and say something like that to someone in a higher position. You've got some nerve, haven't you?
Well, all this is what I said in my speech earlier, Robert. You just don't get it, do you?
What? What are you talking about? Are you going to tell me what you said in your speech or what?
I told the executives in Mandarin how incompetent my future father-in-law is as president of the company. That's why they reacted the way they did. It's possible that they've gotten angry with how you handled their interactions, and you could be fired from your precious presidential position.
Do you seriously think that they're going to dismiss me, the president of the company? They've got no right to do that. I'm the president. End of story. I'm the one who has all the decision-making power. They can't possibly throw me out of my chair.
You're sounding like a dictator, Robert, and the executives don't like that. The way you've treated them is going to be the result of your dismissal. Besides, it was originally my mother-in-law's father's company. You only inherited it because you're her husband. You do know that the vice president of the company was originally supposed to take over the business, right?
Well, that position fell to me because I was more capable of being the leader of the company. The face of the company. Why are you going about messing things up now?
Okay. I don't know what happened during that time, but if the board of directors were to have a meeting right now, no one would be siding with you, Robert. I think everyone would follow the vice president and vote for him to be the new face of the company.
What the heck? Do you really think that it's okay to do that to my own company? Did you seriously want to degrade your new father-in-law that much, Jaden? Do you think Chloe is going to be happy that you've done that to her own father?
Well, she might not be too happy about it, but she understands that this might have happened during the ceremony.
Huh? What are you talking about? You didn't tell my daughter that you were going to do this, did you?
I already told her in advance that this might come up if you made me do something that I wasn't fully comfortable with. I knew I had to talk about this kind of thing, so people knew what you were truly like at work, and to the people around you. It wasn't a decision that I made on my own, Robert. After a careful discussion that Chloe, her mother, and I had, we decided to say something.
You talked to my wife about this? Why is my wife involved in this? Why did you drag her into it? Don't you know that she's my ally and that she'll stick by me?
I'm sorry, but it sounds like your wife has given up on you, Robert. That's why Chloe, and now my mother-in-law, are on my side about this.
Is this seriously happening to me right now? How could you all stab me in the back like that? My own family! I've done nothing to any of you!
Well, I guess the girls decided that they wanted to dethrone you. They were getting sick of the way you've been treating people. Have you ever tried to take care of your family, Robert? Mentally and emotionally? It seems like all you care about is yourself.
What the heck are you trying to say here, Jaden? Go on, say it.
You say they're your family when you talk about them to other people, but do you really care for them? Do you look after their needs? Do you support them financially that much? Or do you just give all that money you earn to your secretary, Robert? You're not giving her the company's money, are you?
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Jaden. Who is this secretary you speak about anyways?
Up until very recently, your wife has been investigating what you've really been doing whilst you've been at work. She's already got all the evidence she needs. It seems like she was holding off until the wedding was over, though. But it seems like she's hit her limit.
What do you mean she's hit her limit? What's that supposed to mean? Why would my own wife investigate my whereabouts? Why would she invade my privacy like that?
Maybe it was because you were acting super suspicious towards her at home. Think about it, Robert. Don't you think it's safe to assume that she's known about your affair for a good amount of time now? I'm sure your wife has been in so much pain because you've been betraying her for such a long time. I'll never be like you. I'd never do that to my wife.
Why would you say something that you know nothing about? What I do is none of your business, Jaden. Don't you know how much money I've made as a company president? A lot, and it's great! What's so wrong with using your own company's money for yourself?
The company's money belongs to the hardworking people and the company itself, not you. I'm surprised you don't understand something so basic as that, Robert. It was only through your marriage that you were able to get the job anyways. Now you've gone and turned on everyone in the company, and you've made everyone your enemy. That's not how a president should be. There's no way that you're getting out of this one without losing everything you've got.
Ugh, why did something like this have to happen at my daughter's wedding? All I wanted was to embarrass you.
In the end, you were the one that got embarrassed because you didn't understand a word I said. As a result, you've been made to resign from your position. Don't you think this is such an ironic story, Robert? It could be made into a movie script, to be honest.
I'm not resigning. No matter how loud the vice president is, I still hold all the authority in the company. There are definitely still employees in the company that are on my side.
Really? You're not talking about your secretary, are you, Robert?
Well, yes, her. But I've also got other people on my side too.
I'm going to tell you something. I just received a call from the vice president. I think everyone in your sector has accused you of some wrongdoings. That can't be, can it? It seems like they're going to make you retire from the position.
Wait, what? What are you saying? How could they make me retire if I don't want to leave?
Oh dear, Robert. I'm sure you thought of people as pawns, and you were moving them around as you wanted. You know the other employees have feelings too, you know. There are some people who aren't satisfied with the methods you've used to run things. Do you finally understand what I'm saying now? You're done. Absolutely finished, Robert.
You're kidding me, right? You're lying to me, aren't you? What's going to happen to Kelsey?
Who's Kelsey? Is this your secretary you're talking about? It seems like she was trying to protect herself first, and accused you of the bad things you've done.
Wait, what? No, she wouldn't do this to me. She wouldn't leave my side like this. What's going on here?
Unfortunately, it sounds like you're not going to be able to avoid paying compensation though. But it sounds like your wife has agreed to reduce the amount that you need to pay dramatically, so that should be a relief for you, yeah?
What the heck? She can't just do that without discussing things with me first. This is all your fault. My family's in shambles because of you, boy.
It's not my fault at all, sir. It's all your fault, Robert. You brought this on yourself. You know there is always consequences to any wrong actions a person has done. I just listened to Chloe's and my mother-in-law's advice about how to take you down. I knew you'd try and trick me into doing something today. I was trying to dodge it, but you wouldn't let up, so I just did my best to my ability, and that was to speak in fluent Mandarin to your executives and say how crappy of a boss you are.
But I had no idea that this had been planned for such a long time. This is an outrage. Please, Jaden, we're both men. You know how I feel right now, yeah? Just think about how Chloe will react to what's going to happen to me. Just come over to my side and help me out, would ya?
I've thought about Chloe throughout this whole process. I'm standing by my mother-in-law. I'll also stand with the vice president. For the sake of the company and its reputation, since you've left it in tatters, you scumbag boss.
What? You're just going to stand there and watch me fall? You're just going to betray me?
You're the one who looked down on me as a high school dropout. You never approved of me marrying Chloe, right? I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with so many relatives now. It's a blessing in disguise. So, go ahead and struggle, being in solitude. You've got no one to turn to now, Robert. It's your own fault that you got into this mess. I guess you can't really help the situation and how it unfolds, right? A board meeting was held soon after the wedding celebrations were over. Robert's resignation was unanimously decided by the board, and he was kicked out of the company building. Not only was he embarrassed at the wedding, but it seems like his life was officially over after all the scandals that came out. Jaden was later then recognized for his efforts by the vice president. He just kept on working his way up the corporate ladder. He's definitely not going to end up like his scumbag father-in-law. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to see more content.
Yeah, well, I guess she had something upsetting her about the wedding today. She said she was going to go and try and brighten her mood. But we'll see how that goes when she's surrounded by
After that, Owen contacted Carmen about their divorce. He had gotten the divorce papers, signed his half of them, and told her that she had only to sign her half and it could all be finally over. Of course, at the same time that was going on, I was also suing Carmen for her falsified divorce papers. The lawyer that Carmen had hired to try and handle all of these sudden cases advised her to fold on every single one. He told her she didn't have a legal leg to stand on and that it would be cheaper and easier for her to accept the divorce and losses. Carmen pled guilty to forging the signatures and was slapped with a heavy fine to pay me. Carmen was pushed deeper and deeper into a debt that there was no way she was ever going to be able to dig herself out of. I hear that now she lives in a tiny apartment all by herself, working multiple part-time jobs just to make ends meet. As for me, after my lawsuit with Carmen, my marriage status was restored, and about a week after that, I finally gave birth to my child. Once I had dealt with Carmen, it was like a weight had suddenly been lifted off my shoulders. The final week of my pregnancy was a breeze without all the stress that I had been dealing with before. Even the birthing process went so much smoother than I thought it would. It was like I was able to enter a totally peaceful mind state in the euphoria of being freed from Carmen. I still keep in contact with Owen, and he was so happy to finally meet his new grandson. We avoid the topic of Carmen usually, but there is always something else to talk about. In the end, I am just glad that I have a true family around me. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
I heard that you're getting a little carried away. You'd better not act all self-righteous in front of me, though. I'm the leader of the school moms, and no one should speak up against me.
Your name is Karen, right? I remember meeting you at the kindergarten party the other day. Your son is Ryan, if I remember correctly.
Did you really need to confirm all of that with me? We just met. There's no reason for you to forget. How can you be so forgetful? How old are you anyway?
We just met and I only gave you my phone number because our children go to the same kindergarten. I barely know you and you're already trying to boss me around. I've never met anyone so overpowering like you before. I hope that our children will get along better.
Just because our children go to the same kindergarten doesn't mean that I have to be nice to you. Like I said, I'm the boss around here and you should show some respect.
What's your point? Do you need to let everyone know that you're the boss to feel important? I think that as two adults, we owe it to our children to try to get along, seeing as they're going to be going to the same kindergarten, that's all. Could you please stop trying to boss me around and be more amicable?
Are you trying to make me look like the bad person here? I can't believe that you say these things to my face and still want to try to be friendly with me. You're a joke. If you want to get along with me, you need to start by listening to what I say.
What the hell is your problem? I don't understand how you can just announce yourself as the boss of all mums. It just doesn't make any sense. What makes you so superior? The only reason why we have to try to get along is because our children go to the same kindergarten. I don't intend on becoming one of your minions. Why would you want to go out of your way to tell me how important you are?
Are you sure that you want to be this way toward me?
What do you mean?
Don't you know who my father is? That's why you have the audacity to be so rude to me. You're the only one at the school that didn't come and introduce yourself to me.
Are you talking about the party at the kindergarten? I went and introduced myself to all the parents that were at the party. I'm sure we talked a little as well.
Well, you needed to have greeted me more properly. I'm not like everyone else. You treated me like all the others, and that in of itself is disrespectful and unforgivable.
Do you need to be so angry about such a trivial matter? You're making me laugh by being so intense. What is your problem?
What are you trying to say?
Look, I'd apologize if I felt that I've offended you in any way, but in this case, I don't think that I've done anything wrong. Why are you trying to make such a big deal out of nothing?
Your lousy attitude says it all. You're being very rude to me. Did you know that my father is a member of the Japanese mafia?
What?
Are you sure that you want to continue disrespecting me like this? You're going to really regret it if you continue to behave this way towards me.
How am I going to regret this? Could you please be more specific? But I understand now. You're using your father to control all the parents at the school, but in reality, they're just scared of you. No one wants to spend any time with you.
No, you're wrong. They respect me.
Are you sure about that?
The entrance ceremony is coming up, and I hope that you'll treat me with respect when we meet again then. Otherwise, you'll regret it. I'm sure of it.
Is that a threat? Why do I need to respect you just because your father is a mafia member? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Our children happen to go to the same kindergarten. That's the only relationship we have here. There's no need for you to try and act all superior. We're equals.
I think that you should try to understand that I'm more important than you. Your child is going to feel really uncomfortable if you don't get along with the other moms. And I know for a fact that the other moms will side with me. If you can't be respectful towards me, then I guess all I can say to you is watch your back.
Okay, whatever. You're not going to change my mind. It seems like you don't have anything important to say to me, so I'll be signing off now.
I told you so. You're so stupid for not taking my advice. This is what happens when you disrespect me.
You're unbelievable, you know that? I can't believe that you kicked me in the back just because I was standing in front of you at the entrance ceremony. What message are you trying to send me? You're psychotic.
Well, you deserved what you got. If you don't want something like that to happen again, you should start treating me with respect. I'm sure that you learned your lesson. If you're willing to change your attitude, I'd be willing to forgive you.
Forgive me? What the hell? I could go to the police and report what you did to me. You physically hurt my back and caused me emotional pain as well. The teachers and parents at the kindergarten were shocked by what you did to me. They were all watching.
I don't care that the others saw me. Besides, only the moms saw me. No dads were at the ceremony, which made it easier for me to act the way that I wanted to. I think that I proved to everyone that I'm the strongest mom at the school. And I'm sure that after today, no one else would be stupid enough to try to talk back to me.
You're not making any sense to me. It's a waste of my time for me to be talking to you like this. What you did to me was a crime of violence, and you'll be punished by the law accordingly. I'm reporting the incident to the police.
What the hell? There's going to be payback if you do that.
Payback? What more is there you could do to me?
You're really irritating me right now. I wish that your child wasn't at the same kindergarten as Ryan. Do you think that I'll ever forgive you if you go to the police about this?
Look, it wasn't my fault that I happened to be standing in front of you today. If you didn't want to be near me, you could have moved.
Why do I have to be the one to move? My dad is a mafia member. He could have destroyed you, you know. You shouldn't make this such a big deal. It was nothing. But if you want to go to the police, I can't stop you.
You're right, you can't stop me. And don't try to threaten me because that's also a crime.
I'm just stating the facts. If you report the incident to the police, my father will come after you. I'm just warning you because I wouldn't want you to regret your decision later. Isn't that nice of me?
I can't believe that you're using your father to threaten me. You're pathetic.
Don't tell me that I'm pathetic. You don't know who you're dealing with here. I only kicked you in the back today because you were in the way. Don't make such a big deal out of it. And I really don't think that it's a good idea for you to go to the police with this.
Well, just to let you know, I just finished reporting the incident to the police.
What?
They'll be in touch with you soon. I'm putting an end to your shenanigans. I'm so pissed off with you that I don't care what you think about me. I'm the one that's not going to forgive you. I can't believe that you're trying to act like the victim when you're clearly the offender here. You should be put in your place.
How many times do I have to tell you that my dad is a member of the mafia? Doesn't that scare you? Are you sure that you've made the right choice here?
I am. I'd like to stop talking to you now. You're not adding anything new to this conversation. I already informed the police about what you did to me, so you can deal with it however you like. You can call your daddy if it makes you feel better.
You've gotta be kidding me. I've been nice up until now, but I won't be anymore. I really will call my dad, and you'll regret it later. I know that you will.
Yes, you go ahead and call your dad. I don't care. It's really immature of you to bring your father into this, but whatever.
I don't think that I'm the only one being immature about this. This is all your fault. You should have never picked a fight with me in the first place.
I really don't care that your father's a mafia member. That doesn't scare me at all. By the way, my husband is a police officer.
This is the first time that I'm hearing about this.
That's why it really doesn't affect me that your father is a mafia member. I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one that assaulted me.
But do we really need to involve the police? Can't we talk about this?
Well, I'm not lying about the fact that my husband is a police officer, but I'm not sure if what you're saying about your father being a mafia member is actually true.
What do you mean by that? Are you suggesting that I'm lying? Why would I lie about such a thing?
Are you sure about that? I had my husband look up your father's name and he wasn't listed as a mafia member.
What? So you told your husband about me?
Of course I did. He's my husband. He has the right to know. The name you gave me isn't even your father because that person doesn't have a daughter. We checked with him and told him that you were telling people that he was your father.
Why would you go that far? That was totally unnecessary.
Man told us he'd never heard of you and that you're a total stranger to him. But he now knows that you've been using his name and threatening local restaurants to serve you free food. He was pretty angry about that. He also didn't like the fact that you were threatening the people around you using his name.
Why did you have to go talk to him? You didn't have to give the mafia my name.
Well, I needed to in order to get the facts straight. If you didn't want the mafia to find out about you, you shouldn't have been using one of their names as your father's name in the first place.
I didn't have any other choice, okay? You should have never given the mafia my name. You need to fix this.
Why should I? Besides, I think it's too late to do anything about it now. You were just being selfish. You wanted to boss the other mums at the kindergarten around, so this is all your fault. And now that we know your secret, you can't try to threaten us anymore. I suggest that you apologize to the other mums too for your behavior up until now.
Did you tell the other moms about this? This sucks. Now all the other moms think that I'm a big, fat liar.
But it's true, isn't it? You are a liar. You can't hide from the truth anymore.
I just kicked you in the back, that's all. Can't we put this behind us? What did I ever do to you?
You kicked an innocent person's back and injured them. You had no reason to kick me, but you did anyway.
I just wanted to get you to show me a little more respect, that's all. Now I understand that I let things get out of hand. I didn't want you to try to take my place as leader at the kindergarten. I felt threatened, which is why I was acting all bossy. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm sorry.
You just don't get it. You're not supposed to kick anyone. Even if you didn't mean to, it's still not something that's allowed. My parents taught me at a young age that it's not okay to be violent with someone. What if you had broken one of my bones? How were you going to take responsibility for something like that?
I didn't kick you that hard. I wouldn't have been able to break any of your bones.
Well, I have bruises on my back which show how hard you kicked me, and I went to the hospital to get medical certificate as well.
Was that really necessary? You're making this a much bigger deal than it really is.
You just don't get it, do you? Today was supposed to be a day of celebrating the start of my son's kindergarten life, but you completely ruined it. I had to spend the rest of my day in the hospital when I should have been out with my family celebrating. This is all your fault and you need to take responsibility for it. You should have never lied about your father or threatened your parents at the kindergarten. You're so pathetic that I feel sorry for you.
Do you have to call me pathetic on top of calling me a liar?
Well, it's true, so I hope that you don't get in too much trouble for what you did to me. But you can't hide what you did for me from your husband, seeing that the police will be getting in touch with you.
Don't bring my husband into this. I'm not going to go out of my way to tell him about this.
He's going to find out from the police whether you like it or not. Don't think that you can hide this from him.
Melanie, I'm really sorry about what I did to you. I really don't want my husband to find out about this, though.
It's too late to apologize to me now. I'm not going to help you out of the mess that you created, and I don't intend on ever speaking to you again. I bet the Mafia's on their way to your house to have a word with you. You can't hide any of it.
Melanie, wait! Our sons go to the same kindergarten, remember? Can't we sort this out like adults? It'd be better for our kids if we got along too. Let's talk before you make any decisions that you'll regret later.
At first, that's how I felt, but after what you did to me today, I want nothing to do with you. And I'm fairly certain that the other mums feel the same way. No one considers you to be the leader of the mums anymore.
You told everyone else too?
I didn't have to. They saw you kicking me and asked if I was okay. I just answered their questions. They were concerned about me. I'm sure that no one will talk to you anymore, but I guess you can make yourself some new friends that will believe that you have a father that's a Mafia member. I have a feeling that this is the end of the life that you used to enjoy, though. In the end, Karen's husband found out about what his wife had done to Melanie from the police reports. And the Mafia member whose name that Karen had been using as her father's came over to Karen's house in anger. Karen's husband was fed up with her and decided to divorce her. The Mafia forced Karen to compensate them back for the damages that she caused to them. The police questioned Karen, and she was ordered to pay Melanie for the suffering that she caused her. Karen lost her family and all her money and was completely hopeless. We're left to wonder what it was that she was really after. What was the point in her bullying all the other mums like that? The other mums appreciated Melanie for standing up for herself and the other mums. They all spent a happy time at the kindergarten now that Karen was out of their lives.
Hey, Sarah, I heard you're living in our house. You got some damn nerve to do that.
Oh, hi, Gabby. Yes, but you should think that this is not your house anymore.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you think that you own this place or something? You only paid a little for the renovation. Are you serious?
Did you not hear anything from your mother?
About what?
The current situation.
I don't need to hear anything because I know that you just want to run through my parents' fortune, right?
What fortune? I've never heard or seen that ever in my life.
You are so conceited, you know? I feel so bad for my mom because she is tolerating with your harassment. Since I'm going home, I will not let you do that, you hear me?
Coming home?
Yes, I decided to have a baby there.
Where?
At my parents' house. Are you stupid?
Where are you going to stay? This is not your house.
Enough is enough! That is my parents' house and mine, okay? Do you think that my house is yours just because you live there? This might be the reason that Paul is fed up with you.
What are you talking about?
If you keep on acting this way, you can get kicked out.
This is my house, so there's no way I'm going to get kicked out.
Oh, wow. You're so confident. I wonder if you can keep that confidence until I go home tomorrow.
What, you're gonna stay here?
It's my house, so of course.
Until when?
Why should I tell you? Well, what I know is I'm going to relax for a while after giving birth.
I have no problem with you coming tomorrow, but please talk to your family because you can't stay here for a long time.
Who the fuck are you? You should be grateful that you're able to stay at my house.
And I've been telling you that it's my house now. You probably don't believe me, so talk to your parents, okay? I heard that Gabby is coming home tomorrow. What's up with that? You didn't tell her anything, did you?
Oh yeah, she did say something about coming home to give birth. I just remembered. Looks like things are not going well between her and her husband, too. I feel bad for her.
Why are you talking like it's someone else's business? There's no way she can come here and live forever. I want you and your parents to get ready to leave because you understand that you can only live here until the end of the month, right?
Oh, about that, can you think about it again?
What?
This is our house, you know. Isn't it rude to kick us out? You should think about it a little more and then decide.
Don't you understand that you're here because of what you've done? Why don't you find your own place to live?
You don't need to be pissed off, you know.
Anyways, she can only stay here 3 days max. Talk to her while you're here, and don't decide to negotiate with me because I won't.
Hey, where's my lunch? Can you prepare it before you go to work next time? You're such a useless piece of shit.
I'm at work right now. When are you staying at my house until? You're going to leave tomorrow, right? Did you talk to your family?
What? Leave? I told you I came home to give birth. I will treat you like a housekeeper because your shitty attitude and all the trouble you caused.
Didn't I tell you that this is my house now, so you can't stay here? I even told Paul you could only stay for 3 days.
I didn't hear anything from him. Anyways, I will not listen to whatever you say because I'm your sister-in-law and the daughter of this house. If you can't listen to me, I will kick you out.
Are you threatening me? Do you think that you can kick me out?
Of course I can! This is my house!
How many times do I need to tell you that it isn't?
I have a higher status in this house, so don't even try to argue with me, okay?
Don't act like you've won or something by threatening me. Why don't you listen to what I need to say?
Do you want me to tell Paul to divorce you? I can do that, you know.
Excuse me?
Anyways, you will be my housekeeper, okay? If you decide to argue with me, I will kick you out and tell Paul to divorce you.
We are divorced already, actually.
What?
We divorced 3 months ago.
Oh, you guys divorced? So is that why you're living in my house? You've got nowhere to go, right? Get the fuck out!
Please shut up and listen to me, okay? This house is mine and not your parents'. I am the owner, but since you don't believe me, ask your parents.
I don't need to ask because I know you're lying to me.
I'm telling you the truth. We started living together because your parents failed in their investment and became broke and couldn't pay the mortgage, so they changed the owner name to mine. So that's why you guys have a place to stay.
What? Failed an investment?
Yes. The reason I renovated the house was because I was trying to increase the value of the house with plans to sell or live by myself in the future, so it wasn't for your parents to begin with, because they didn't even pay a penny.
Why did they rely on you, though? Wait, what will happen to Paul then?
He works part-time at a 7-Eleven, so I think he doesn't have money. I mean, he does, but since he was cheating on me, maybe he used all of it on her.
What? He was cheating on you?
Yeah. That's why I divorced him.
I didn't know that you guys got divorced. I'm shocked.
You're shocked because you will not be able to use the divorce as a threat, right? Also, the fact that the person who you call a housekeeper is the owner of the house, right? Anyways, going back to the story about my house. I'm paying off the mortgage now, so if you want this house, you need to pay me, okay?
What? You're making us pay?
Of course! I own the house! I know that your parents paid the mortgage in the beginning, but I've been paying it for a while now. And even then, the owner name is changed to mine, so... Do you think you can still stay here?
So we really need to leave this house?
Yes! Your whole family. They promised to leave at the end of the month, so why don't you guys find a house?
What? You're seriously going to kick all of us out?
Yes, I am.
You can't even afford a house with only Paul's salary.
You can just go home to your husband's house, you know.
I can't because I was kicked out.
Oh, so it is true. Your husband sent me your belongings and divorce papers, which I thought was weird, so I called him, and he said he caught you cheating, so he doesn't need you anymore.
What? You checked without my permission?
Hey, it came to my house, and I just called the number that was on the package. I told him that I divorced Paul for the same reason, and he was really sick of you two. I was too, actually.
Shut up! That's none of your business.
Yep, exactly. So that's why I don't want anything to do with you, so please leave. I'm asking you nicely.
Where would we go? My parents are going to help me give birth.
Don't decide to come crying to me, okay? We're total strangers now.
Why are you so mean all of a sudden?
Me? Don't you think that you're the mean one? You decide to come home not knowing anything and calling me a housekeeper.
I just misunderstood. Can't you at least say thank you to me, though? I was nice to you and took care of you.
No one in your family took care of me, so whatever you say, I will say no. Don't think that I will help you.
I will apologize for Paul. So, can you give me the house?
Sure.
Really? Wow, that was easy. Did you understand me? I can be your friend if you want to.
The house will probably cost a few $1,000,000, so please buy it with that price. If that's okay with you, I can lower the price, but I don't think that it will be possible because no one will take out a loan. Plus, you guys have no savings. If you want to earn that much money, why not become a housekeeper? Not mine, but someone else's. I don't think you can handle it, though. I kicked all of them out of the house and was able to sell the house. Paul and Gabby's mom had to pay the alimony for the infidelity, and now they live in an old rusty apartment and are living a shitty life. On the other hand, I'm living my best life since I have money from selling the house. It's very clear that when you treat others like crap, it will always come back to you.